Windows 10 security problems. Are they an issue? Right. Quiet on the set. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the SaveState channel about all the things that you love in nerd culture. My name is Johnny Klein. I have Seth Duncan here, and I have Garrick and Wright here at the end of the table. And just recently, Windows 10 has been released upon the world, and there are some concerns. There are some security concerns. There's gaming concerns. What is it about this Windows 10 release that is driving everybody crazy?
Well, I didn't get enough time to enjoy Windows 9.
Right. Yeah, Windows 9, it just seemed like it almost wasn't even there.
I know, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just so fast. No, okay, so there's a couple of good things about Windows 10. It seems to perform better on equivalent hardware. Okay. And it was free if you had Windows 7 or 8. If you had legitimate copies, or in some cases not. It was free to upgrade. But then there are some concerns with it too.
Privacy concerns, for one. Windows 10 does this thing where it likes to share a lot of your information. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, in theory, they're kind of cool. So, you know, when you go over to people's houses, you have to always ask them for their Wi-Fi password. Windows 10 made it so that you don't have to ask your friend anymore, because why on earth would you want to talk to your friends?
Okay, so sharing what kind of information?
Well, okay, so, like, the Wi-Fi password is one thing, where, like, when you connect to it, it automatically basically stores your Wi-Fi password online on their servers, and then when you're friends with people on, is it Skype? Is that what they're doing? Yeah. Then if they come over, they can just get your Wi-Fi password. Now, there's two ways to look at that. Obviously, from a standpoint of user-friendliness, like my grandma setting her Wi-Fi password, you know, if she's the sort of person who's going to set up the network, the router by pushing the button, and then have to write off
set up the network.
No, she's going to, like, plug it in, and then just, if anytime...
Little Mrs. Kitty.
Then you get this, like, default password that's, like,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
people do the default password and stuff, and then they're like, okay, how do we make it so you don't even have to worry about it? That's fine. Yeah, but people like me who like to have a clever Wi-Fi name or something like that.
Is that a privacy issue, though?
Kind of, because it doesn't only go to your friends, but as soon as your friends have access to it, it goes to your friends' friends.
I just don't think it's...
And there's I think I read that there's a keylogger or something in there, and it kind of takes all your personal information.
That's interesting. Okay.
There's data mining, so they take basically everything you do, and they can do anything they want to with it. They have all of your information.
The main privacy concern, like sharing your Wi-Fi password with your friends, isn't really a privacy concern.
It's not like it's KFC's secret recipe is
right.
Wi-Fi.
The reason people are concerned about it is in order to do that, they have to take your Wi-Fi password and store it on their servers.
Okay.
And so people don't like their private information, which you could argue your Wi-Fi password's a private piece of information, being stored on Microsoft servers.
Yeah.
There's not really another way to do it.
Okay.
So it's like, if you want the feature, then you have to do it that way.
Okay,
if you don't want the feature, you can just tell your friends what your password is.
So before we talk about...
You can't just turn it off. You can just turn it off,
yeah.
But then every time there's Windows updates, which we know how often those are, it gets reset.
Yeah.
And so you have to get really comfortable and really familiar with checking these boxes
or have
off
no
every
friends.
time.
Yeah,
that's my story.
Yeah, so before we get to kind of workarounds for these things, what other privacy concerns are there? There's your Wi-Fi password.
There's so they do predictive text when you're typing and stuff like that, which is a cool feature. I mean, like your phones do it when you're typing and stuff. It tries to figure out what you're doing.
I'll be typing a Word document.
In order to do that, like the nature of it, whether you're using Apple or Android or whatever, the nature of predictive text is that it has to take what you're typing and process it. And they're not going to do that on your phone.
What you're typing in your Google incognito mode goes into your resume. No?
No.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Good luck ever getting a job.
But the point is, like, when you're typing stuff in Windows 10 that has predictive text, it's taking that and sending it to the server again.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Right. So it's got to process it and then send back the predictions for you. Okay. So again, people are concerned if they're typing in like terrorism or whatever, that's getting sent off over the internet. Right. Yeah. So there's that privacy concern too. And I think the other thing that people are upset about is there's a couple other features. Those are kind of the two big ones, but they're on by default. If you do a Windows 10 install and you just click, there's always Express and Custom.
So if you want to get rid of it,
that's what I want to get on to next is how we can get around these privacy.
You can get around it if when you do your install, you do a custom install and you just go through and check all these little boxes off. Now I don't know if those get turned on with a Windows update. I don't know if that gets over. I hadn't seen that yet, but
and this is where we do a PSA. Whenever you're installing something, please read it.
Yeah, so it'll take you 2 seconds.
I cannot tell you how many hours I have spent fixing stuff that people have done because they went to install something and they're like, yep, and now they've got 17 toolbars on their thing. But that's the exact problem here. If you care about the privacy of it,
I like those toolbars.
You click.
Yeah. I miss my Bonzi button.
We all use ASCII.
Yeah, I don't blame you. No, but if you go through and you click custom install, it's not as custom as it sounds. You don't have to be an advanced user to do it.
All you're doing is clicking radio boxes and turning on and off features.
Right. And they are very clearly laid out what they are when you see the screenshot.
This steals your information. This makes it so you can see puppies better.
Okay, so I've always been a big proponent of getting the latest operating system when you can, because it's gonna change. You know, for people that still use XP, that's great, fine, whatever. You know,
it's not great.
Stop. Okay,
stop it.
You need to start. So that's what I do. Is I force myself to learn new operating systems. Is this a reason to stay away from Windows 10? And wait for the next operating system, which is Windows 12.
I'm going to play devil's advocate against
Windows
myself.
37.
Yeah.
You should get Windows 10.
Yeah?
Because Windows...
I mean, it's free if you have 7, 8,
it's free.
or 8.1.
Windows 8 is a nightmare. And Windows 10 is less like Windows 8 than it is the previous ones.
It takes the best of 7 and 8 and sticks them together.
It does. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But...
Just be careful.
But
be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
The information logging thing that we're talking about, I'm playing devil's advocate against myself. It doesn't do anything differently than your phone doesn't already. Anytime that you're like on Google already or Facebook, all the information you're already doing is already stored somewhere. It's just now it's in Microsoft instead of Google.
The other day,
and they're going to do the same thing with it. They're going to sell your information because that's how you make money nowadays.
Well, they're going to use it to sell targeted advertising. More to the point. Which honestly, like, and that's the thing. That's a big piece of this.
That's a misnomer. My bad.
What is the
just selling your information?
Right.
That sounds scary.
No, they. And honestly, I'm a big fan of targeted advertising. Like, advertising sucks. Ads suck. But I would rather have an ad that I care about than an ad that's completely useless. You know, I don't want to see ads for makeup stuff. But if I see ads for, like, the new MMO that's coming out, then I'm always going to be more interested. And that's more valuable to the company. So that's what they're doing.
Ads for Eve?
Actually, yes, and that's really annoying because, like, I already played the game. I don't need to. Anyway,
and
so it can go both ways.
So yeah, there's that, and then the other thing that's a privacy issue is the rumors are that when all of your ID or all of your information is being attached to a user ID that's stored on their server, so that theoretically, if somebody knew what one piece of information was of yours, that they could go in there into the server and figure out many other things. So there's some concerns there too. But like Garrick said, I'm on the go ahead and buy it. And if you're really concerned about certain privacy things, to the point where you're concerned about this stuff, then you're gonna know the ways around it.
I would say there was one more thing that we didn't touch on, and it's that there was a gallery on Imager that said that if you change any of the hardware in your PC, that it will invalidate your Windows 10.
Yes, I actually did some research on that. It's true because they want to make sure you're not using it on the wrong computer. But most of the time when that's happened, Windows XP did a similar thing. You can actually call in to Microsoft support and say like, "Hey, here's my key. I had to replace my motherboard or whatever you did, and I'd like to use
Working in IT
this."
for a long time, they're usually
and they'll usually give you another key over the phone. So at least that's what they've done.
Because
with
the gallery that I'm sure a lot of people have seen is because it was on the front page of Reddit and Imager was that you have to buy a whole new license. You have to buy a whole new OS.
Yeah, and I think that's probably like. I mean, that's true unless you call support. I think that whoever did that probably didn't call support.
Absolutely.
Now, I haven't seen anything.
He did a chat with them.
Oh, really?
And it said basically, "You're SOL. Sorry, I understand."
Oh, well, I didn't catch that. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. Now, the flip side is they're giving away the OS for free right
That's
now.
right.
So it's like, it's $100 for the home edition.
But,
now, OS X is free. But
I'm getting it as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I have Windows 8.1 currently. You guys gonna get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already have it.
Yeah, so basically, we're not saying stay away from this operating system. We're just saying be aware of what it's doing so that you don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Right.
Basically. Am I right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Learn a thing.
And don't get a new motherboard.
Yeah, right. I'm actually going to wait to buy until I build my new computer. So
that's a good idea. We should do a video on that. Okay. As always, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing our videos.
Yep.
Thanks for joining me, guys. We'll see you later.
See you.